Let's do a problem from our textbook. This problem comes to us from Bob Blitzer's Pre-Calculus in its 8th edition. This is problem 145 off of page 715. Our cycle of normal breathing takes place every 5 seconds. Velocity of airflow, y, measured in liters per second after x seconds is modeled by y is equal to 0.6 sine of 2 pi over 5x. Velocity of airflow is positive when we inhale and negative when we exhale. Within each breathing cycle, when are we inhaling at a rate of 0.3 liters per second? Round to the nearest tenth of a second. All right, well, the most important piece of information we're given is this equation that models the velocity of airflow. Y is that velocity, and that's being measured in liters per second. X is the time, and that's being measured in seconds. So you plug in a time and you get out a velocity here. And then we're asked, or we're also told that velocity of airflow is positive when we breathe in. And we're asked, within each breathing cycle, when are we inhaling at a rate of 0.3 liters per second? All right, well, that's a velocity, so we can set y equal to 0.3. And I guess we're solving the resulting equation for x to find out how long it takes, or at which times during that first 5 seconds. And I know it's the first 5 seconds because we're told that we're only asking about one breathing cycle, which happens every 5 seconds. I could rightly interpret that as the period of this trig function. And if I think about what that 2 pi fifths on the inside is doing, I can verify that the period is 5 seconds. Dividing both sides by 0.6 lets me rewrite this as 1/2 is equal to the sine of 2 pi fifths times x. So this is really just a question about where sine is equal to 1/2. And sine is equal to 1/2 at pi 6 and at 5 pi over 6. So I can think about multiplying both sides by 5 over 2 pi, just to get x by itself. I know the pi's would cancel, and so I end up with 5 over 12 seconds. Let's do the same thing to this bottom equation. Multiply both sides by 5 over 2 pi. And again, the pi's cancel, and here I'll be left with 25 pi. Excuse me, just 25, the pi's cancel, 25 over 12 seconds, but I was asked to round to a tenth of a second, so I'll grab out my handy TI-84, 5 over 12, that's about 0.4 seconds, and then 25 over 12, and that's about 2.1 seconds. Well, the period of this trig function is 5 seconds, so I could add 5 to either one of those to get another solution to this equation, but that would be in the next breathing cycle at 5.4 and 7.1. So these are those moments in time when we are inhaling at a rate of 0.3 liters per second.